My name is Delmar Larson, and I am professor of chemistry at the University of California, Davis. I am also the founder and director of the LibreText project and the principal investigator of a California Education Learning Lab Innovation Grant. This grant focuses on using adaptive learning technology coupled with culturally responsive pedagogy, or CRP, to help rebalance the equity gap in chemistry education in California. I'm excited to lead an intersegmental effort involving campuses from all three California public higher education systems. The team includes representation from Mendocino College, the Academic Senate of the California Community College, California State University San Bernardino, California State University Long Beach, the California State University Chancellor's Office, and the University of California, Davis. Addressing California's equity and achievement gaps in post-secondary STEM education requires personalizing education at the individual student level. Often traditional STEM education neglects students' socioeconomics, sexual orientation, and cultural backgrounds. We intend to address this by building an adaptive learning platform coupled with culturally responsive pedagogy, or CRP. This platform, termed ADAPT, will address individualized student performance and foster student agency and ownership of subject matter. ADAPT will couple to the existing textbook infrastructure within the LibreText platform and will be freely available to California students. Our award focuses on the first-year sequence of chemistry courses. Over 100,000 students take chemistry courses in California annually, and chemistry courses are generally viewed as the gateway classes for most students pursuing STEM fields. ADAPT is an advanced, multifaceted platform designed to achieve four principal goals. First, ADAPT will be a cost-free alternative to conventional online homework systems. ADAPT will be freely available to all California students, irrespective of financial capabilities that often limit the education of disadvantaged students. Second, ADAPT will enable the embedding of homework questions into freely available LibreText books to build the textbook of the future for our state. Third, this platform will introduce adaptive learning technologies to enable personalized learning via data-driven algorithms to tailor content to individualized student needs. And fourth, ADAPT will augment homework content with CRP and supplement homework questions with independent curatable CRP annotations. ADAPT has several key features that makes it a superior alternative to commercial homework systems. ADAPT can be embedded into LibreText books. This synergy will promote novel pedagogical approaches that are simply impossible to achieve with separate systems alone. ADAPT is designed with flexibility in mind to enable the creation, curation, and distribution of learning trees amongst the academic community. This enables both the broad testing of established learning trees and the generation of new and effective learning trees. The ADAPT platform will then facilitate their dissemination for widespread adoption and impact. ADAPT will integrate CRP to build student self-agency and ownership of their learning. We will introduce CRP directly into homework questions and has flexible annotations to provide a larger contextual context to the question's content. Finally, as a freely available platform to all California students, ADAPT will be widely distributed for maximal impact. For students to meaningfully learn, they must be able to connect new concepts to their prior knowledge and build a mental framework to explain new ideas. Adaptive learning substantially improves student engagement relative to more traditional content delivery methods. Our platform couples adaptive learning with CRP to provide a powerful approach to support the learning needs of the diverse population of STEM students in California.
Our work is framed using Gloria Ladson-Billings' work on culturally responsive pedagogy. We want to empower our students intellectually and socially by integrating cultural reference to normalize students of color in the STEM fields, particularly chemistry courses, while also teaching in ways that meet the needs of all students. Through culturally responsive pedagogy, student learning includes beyond the classroom factors, such as integrating students' cultural identities and knowledge into their content learning to include multiple historical and contemporary perspectives.
ADAPT will improve learning outcomes for the full spectrum of students and especially underrepresented and first-generation students. Our adaptive learning approach uses learning trees to empower students to choose their own learning pathways. These learning trees map learning objectives into curated assessments and provide flexible flat pathways that help students master individual topics.
Hi, I'm Larry Mink, and I, along with my colleague Andreas Beiersdorf, would like to present to you the new adaptive learning study modules that we're developing for our general chemistry sequence. These adaptive learning modules are also unique in the sense they allow for faculty editing, unlike many current products that are on the market, which do not allow for any kind of faculty input with regard to course delivery, material ordering, any kind of verbiage in the problems, or the numerical layout of the particular problems. The goals of our adaptive learning modules are firstly to tailor the study units towards student needs. Much like a student would come to a faculty member in their during office hours, the response of the faculty member would be tailored towards the student's questions.
Each tree consists of a series of interconnected nodes. These can be either real-time assessment nodes that automatically evaluate individual students' performance, or they can be just-in-time tutoring nodes to alleviate deficiencies identified by the assessment nodes. Just-in-time tutoring nodes include a range of possible modalities, such as worked-out problems, videos, or advanced visualization and simulation activities. ADAPT will also collect student engagement and performance data to establish efficacy of learning trees and guide their further development.
And this is the idea of a learning tree for students. So basically, what we want to happen is we want ADAPT to be able to adapt to a particular student and their learning needs. Once you create a question, you can create a learning tree from that question. So what does that mean? That means that you can choose from any of the libraries in the Libraverse. So I'm going to choose chemistry just because I happen to know that these pages exist. And then you pull the questions from the Libraverse. So here's the original question. Let's say your student doesn't understand the big picture. And I'm going to do this in a math context because I know math. But let's say you have a word problem. And this word problem is an optimization problem, and they don't know how to do it. Well, if they don't know how to do it, maybe they don't understand how to set up word problems. So this remediation is literally a page that you created or found in the Libraverse that talks about that. Or maybe they don't know how to do basic derivatives. So that could be another issue. Well, maybe they know how to take derivatives, but they don't know how to set derivatives equal to 0 and solve that type of problem. So this is a lower level skill. Or maybe they don't understand properties of exponents, and that's another piece there. So you've now created what we're calling a learning tree in this drag and drop interface.
Education is not like tube socks. One size simply does not fit all. ADAPT is designed with flexibility in mind at every level. Students can engage with ADAPT either directly as standalone application to the textbook or as embedded assessments within their textbooks. With ADAPT, students will learn better, increase their agency and self-efficacy, and improve their likelihood of continuing in the STEM fields.